to even consider?
Experience on dealing with women, ladies in my life, whether related, non-related, relationships, non-relationships. Um, to be honest, women have a selfish gene,
Mm.
a real selfish
Talking
gene.
about, look, it's shots fired, so give me a
Yeah.
second here.
you know,
Boys is calling us selfish, y'all. We got to do better. We can't have that out there like
you gotta, it stems from even with they say a good man,
that.
right? He can do everything from A to Z, Z to A, cursive handwriting, with whatever writing you want in, and a woman will not be satisfied. It always is more. Just like with Hitman Hollow on him and his wife on their podcast, they
Yeah.
got into it, and he said he did everything. She didn't have to work. She didn't have to want for nothing. She can take her money, go on her dreams.
Hmm.
He's still providing and everything. But then another young lady chimed in and said, "You still got to do more.
Mm.
What more can I do when I'm exhausted?" Everything and I'm taking care of everything. You don't have to want for nothing.
Mm.
You are being taken care of mentally, emotionally, physically,
Right.
financially, every lead on it,
Yeah.
and you still want more
Or you still find something
to complain
to
about.
complain about. And so, speaking on that, we're going to touch that in just a second.
Yeah, bring them questions.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask my first question. So my first question to you,
Hmm.
and guys, we not perfect. I'm not gonna say whatever Mr. Visor says is the complete answer, and we ain't gonna say what I say is the answer. What do you think? That's why we
Right.
do this.
The
Chime in. We wanna know what
disclaimer.
you think.
Right.
And so, but I'm gonna ask him as a man that's been married, that's been engaged, like all of the things,
Hmm.
have mothered your children, like
Right.
all of those
Baby
categories.
mamas, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, in your opinion, from your experiences in your
Hmm.
relationship, y'all listen, from his experiences in his relationship, what would you consider that a time where one of your significant others have treated you as if your needs didn't matter?
Um, Majority of relationships,
Okay.
majority of all my relationships. Um, my opinion or my voice um, wasn't heard loud enough.
Mm-hmm.
We got some feedback, wasn't heard loud enough.
Mm-hmm.
What they say, I wasn't completely seen,
Okay.
and so you don't completely see me in the role that I'm supposed to actually be in and be a leader and a I'm not going to say a provider because God is the provider, be a good provisionary over everything that wanting to do. It was always an override of what they wanted to do,
Right.
and then this is not just me. This is a consensus of co-workers, black, white, Mexican, orange, brown. It's a consensus of all different men that I've talked to, and it's crazy to say,
Yeah.
but it's real that we're all the men are on the same plane with the same issues in this same thing.
Okay.
That comment, happy wife, happy life, trash, trash.
Okay.
It should be us,
Yeah.
happy us. In that's a narrow one way road.
And we're gonna get on that for sure. So you feel like in all the relationships you have been in, you have not your feelings have not been considered in those relationships as far as your viewpoint of how the relationship is
Mhm.
going. Would you say that?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you feel like things could have improved to better your relationship in that window?
As I said before, if it's a communication thing
Okay.
and it's an understanding thing. It's a let's talk together and not at each other.
Okay.
Let's actually just communicate. Okay. And it women of my experience get so offensive,
Mm.
and so defensive
Like
when
they
you
being attacked.
like they being attacked.
Okay.
And then that comes with, I'm saying, how can you be the victim and the abuser at the same time?
That's deep.
You being too okay, prime example. What's the DJ from BET, Big Tigger?
Okay.
Prime example. She's been the abuser all this time, and then want to try to paint him as the abuser, and then she want to turn victim, but she's the
Mm.
abuser.
And see, do you feel like, and not even just in your relationships, but
Mhm.
relationships you have viewed, do you feel like it's a reason why that happens? Why even with men, some men try to play the victim when they're the abuser. So I'm just saying, either way,
One word: control.
yeah.
It's a controlling puppet
I about to say puppet
situation,
master.
puppet master situation.
Yeah,
You know why we just can't be ourselves, or whom we are
yeah.
with each other? Why does it always have to be um, a dominant?
Okay,
You see what I'm saying? Why do one person has to be above the other
the other
person
person.
when we supposed to actually been created, supposed to be on equal parts?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And when I'm saying equal parts, it ain't talking about strength, sports, or nothing like that. I'm just talking about humanity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Equal parts of humanity. This is no feminism or no maleism type stuff. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm a male and you're a female. Why can't we just walk together?
Right.
You see what I'm
As
saying?
one,
As
like we're
one,
supposed to be.
like we
Yeah.
supposed to. Why do one have to be always or try to jig and compete, so to speak, with the other?
Man, and so I love what you said that, because I've seen with my own eyes in my own marriage that at a certain point it becomes a competition.
Mm,
Like, if just because I'm going to school right now, you wouldn't even think about going to school. Not that there's anything wrong with me motivating you, if that's what it is.
right.
If I'm
If it's
motivating you
motivating. Yes.
to want to do something better, if I'm pushing you to do that, cool. But don't be trying to go back to school just because I'm going back to school. We got kids.
Right.
Both of us can't be in this, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, in the thick of it in this way. And not that we cannot, but that's a conversation.
Yeah.
We had been discussed, me doing this. Why all of a sudden you got to do a monkey see, monkey do? And I don't understand it. I've never understand people having competition within the relationship.
Me neither.
Period.
Me neither.
Even in friendships, like it's not a competition. Like
Mhm.
let's grow together. Let's
Right.
push each other to improve.
Right.
But don't be thinking that I'm trying to downplay anything for you, or I'm trying to get in the way of things for you. No, man, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to help you grow.
Right.
I'm trying to help everybody else grow in the
We're supposed to
process.
help each
We supposed to
other.
help each other. It's supposed to be a communication, like
Right.
you said. It's supposed to be teamwork.
Right.
Teamwork make the
Team
dream
dream
work.
work. Where
And
I'm weak
so,
at and you strong, and where you're weak at, I supposed to be strong. That's the balance of everything. But in a way, due to economic circumstances and
right,
this and that, um, it seems the like the woman is the dominant of everything, which
right,
is not supposed to be that. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? We supposed to, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Think of a relationship, KRB, that you've been in,
mm-hmm.
that both of y'all was giving and receiving to each other. And how
Okay.
did it go?
Or did it even go?
Or did it even go?
Because a lot of times it's not what's going on, it's those individuals. So I was talking to one of my friends. It's on topic, y'all. I was talking to
Yeah.
one of my friends earlier today, and we were discussing a situation that a person we know goes through, and it's almost like, are we making something easier for the other person to not give their full capacity, or is it just from the beginning they just never was gonna do these things? You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like you think you can save somebody, but you can't. You
Mm-mm.
can't really save
You
anybody.
can't.
And it's just like men do it to women, women do it to men.
Right.
It's like, man, if I could just help her do this, then we'll be good. If I could just help him do this, then we'll be good. And that's not, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
And I feel like because we are trying to assist one another, we're not teaching each other, we're just saving the day.
That's it.
And you saving that day.
Right.
If that's just like taking a pain pill. If you're
Mm.
taking a pain pill for a headache and you never gonna see what the headache is about, you done had cancer in your brain for
Brain,
10 years and didn't even
you
know it
didn't even know it.
because you just treating the symptom at that
Right.
time. You're not helping the diagnosis. You don't even know the diagnosis.
Right.
So just because I yell at you or I'm mad at you, it's not even you. Cause if you know you ain't did nothing to me,
Right.
you know I'm not
It's
yelling at you.
everything else.
It's everything else. But because I'm not taking the time to deal with everything else, I'm pushing it off on you
Right.
because I know you love me. You gotta take what I give you
Right.
because we live together
And
every
see,
day. And you know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
glad
so
you said that. I don't have to take nothing I don't want to take.
yeah,
You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Um, we put ourselves in positions of vulnerability, thinking that I'm thinking I ain't asked you about it, but
right.
I'm thinking you feel this way about me.
You got to.
Or you moving this way
Mm-hmm.
about me. In all actuality, you really don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we just get back to the basics of just saying yes and no,
That
you know what I'm saying? Yes and no, not no maybes or anything. Just yes, I feel this way.
yeah.
No, I don't feel this
I
way.
don't like this when this
Right.
happens. I like this when you do this,
This
or you
and
know.
people, we don't want to compromise no more. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where us men get the brunt end. You know what I'm saying? The bad end because we're compromising every day, totally.
Yeah,
Compromising for the wife, the girlfriend, the kids, the job, other people, other things we got going on, in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We get pulled into stuff that we ain't got nothing to do with
yeah,
and expected to be a Superman savior of,
yeah,
and nobody actually look at the compoundment of things on this man.
yeah. And I'm glad you said that. I had a discussion with a friend of mine, and he said it's almost like because of all the things that women went through in years back, it's almost like the roles have switched. It's like so many women no longer want to be looked at as naive. They can't take care of things by themselves and things of that nature.
But who
To
said
where they
that though?
became so independent. Well, it's the world, and
That's what I'm saying.
it's not even that I really think that. And I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying general. Like if
Right.
somebody's talking about something, they feel like, man, I done went through all this. I'm not going through this no more. You know, so forget it. The next person I talk to, you know what I'm saying? And it's trauma. Like we always say, it's trauma, unresolved traumas. And I'm bringing this on you. You ain't even that kind of dude. But because I'm bringing the things that I went through on you, now it puts you in a mindset
A
like it's something
burden.
wrong with you. Like, yes. And it's just like, so we have the thing where you said you went through those things in your relationships and you feel like those people are being selfish and neglecting your emotions, right?
We get neglected all
Yeah.
day long, and
Okay.
I'm actually speaking some real things on of a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like they say, why do the man come home, sit in the driveway for? We have to desensitize from one situation to another,
Right.
from one situation to another, and nobody's looking at that, because it's been taken as being weak.
Yeah.
You're not strong. And I don't, who said that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Where's all this stuff coming from? Nobody is actually talking to the man, and when you talk to the man and he give you the real perspective, it's not heard.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not respected. It's not valued.
Yeah.
It's just looked at. Oh, he just said that.
Yeah. He in his feelings or
Right.
whatever the case. Yeah, and I agree. Even with the relationships I have been in and the relationships I have watched unfold in a positive light or a negative
Mhm.
light. I feel like everybody's perspective is different, from the male and the female, depending on what you've grown through.
Right.
Because if you haven't went through what I went through, you can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. And even if you did, you not me. So the things that are triggering to me, you might not care nothing about, and the things I care nothing about, even men or women,
Yeah.
it you might be like, oh, that's what you mad about, so even to another man, you might be like, oh, dog, no, that ain't nothing. I'm going through this, and it's like, again, it's not a competition. It's
It
not a competition. We not sitting here trying to trauma bond. It's like, what can we do to fix this issue, and is it really an issue, or
is
is it something that
I
I
don't
need to
believe it's
work
an
through?
issue because I just believe that, and we know that society, the government, and whatever else influences push these narratives.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to see nobody happy,
yeah,
nobody joyful, nobody getting along. You see what I'm saying? Uh, and then like Tyler Perry, he gets a lot of flack, which I checked out some of his movies and I could kind of understand
yeah,
where some people are coming from. And then not only with Tyler Perry, let's bring it to home with the woman making more money than a man.
yes, and that's happening more
And
often
it,
than
but it's
not.
weaponized
Yes,
because you're saying the one red copperhead that you work for is more than the one red copperhead that I work for.
right,
Now, mind you, my work might be more physical, yours more mental.
right.
It's different stresses, or vice versa.
Yeah, but we still have a
We
stressor at
still
work.
have stressors, but your one red copperhead is not more than mine because if you put two pennies together, they what?
Yeah, they both pennies.
They
They
both,
still
and the
pennies.
only thing that might be different on there is
It's
the
the
day,
year, yeah.
the year.
No,
So
that's
what are
that's
we
good.
really getting into?
And like you said, is not an issue. We need to treat the diagnosis, what is really wrong,
Wrong.
not what's wrong with you today. What
Right.
is the underlying issue
Issue
with
of
this?
male
Why
and
do you
female.
do this?
Right.
Why has this happened? And why do you react? Because just because somebody's saying something to you, that don't mean they saying something about you, or that don't mean they trying to be negative towards you or what's going on, or discredit you with what's going on. And that's on either side, men and women. But today we on the men, so I'm gonna stick to the
Yeah.
men. So from your perspective in the relationships you have been in, when have you felt like seriously felt like your commitment was challenged in a way, and you couldn't give 100% because of what has taken place?
Words, words and actions. You know, I come to the table. I suggest, hey, baby, I know we talked about this, and your mind is set on this, but can you look at it in this way?
Right,
By that time, however, mine is already set. It's in stone. We're going this way. But me being a man, I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, we're us going this way, it's gonna be some road blockages. It's gonna be some shutdowns. It's gonna be a detour. Now, if we look at it this way, it may be a couple of deals we go through, but we're gonna keep moving,
right,
you
yeah.
know, and
It'll still be
it's
progression,
we'll
yeah.
still have progression in it instead of the starting stopping and now you feeling some type of way and blaming me and and I'm trying to give you I always say a let's look at the whole thing from a 360 point of view,
Right,
but the 360 point of view is always cut in half to 180.
yeah,
As men and as a straight man,
right,
you see what I'm saying, as a man of standard, a man of moral, a man of codes,
yes,
we're not respected as much. A
yeah,
man that stands up and says, no, we can't do this,
yeah,
is always, it's a tug of war. I face so many tug of wars that I just said, I'm not even pulling the rope no more. I'm going to let it go.
yeah.
Why I'm going to let it go? Because first, I value, we didn't know too much back then of mental health, but we said of sanity.
Senator, yes,
I value my sanity.
yes.
Okay. Now, with me valuing my sanity, if I go against the mother, and guess who's behind the mother?
Come on,
The kids.
yeah,
So if the mother is treating me or talking to me some type of way. And
Right.
I'm talking about it can be your kids or step kids or blended family, whatever. The kids follow the attitude of the mother.
Yeah.
And that's when stuff get heated and the real start coming out. Well, mama said this about you.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't do this and you don't do that. And in my mind, I'm like, your mama don't really have to lift a finger around here
Yeah.
if it's that situation, or I'm getting looked down on because I was $5 short on a bill and I asked you for $5.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if we're a team,
It's
it
it,
doesn't
it shouldn't be
matter. It
nothing
shouldn't matter anyway.
because I'm asking for 5, but you're asking for 500
Right.
or 5,000.
Yeah.
I asked for 50, you asking for five
Yeah.
hundred thousand.
Yeah.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
and if I say, hey, I can't get it to you right now, but we can get it, that's an argument.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have it. You work all these hours. You do all this. Oh, so the mortgage don't mean nothing.
Right.
Lights, water, all that. Okay, we passed that. Um, you want your nails done, your hair done. You want to go out to eat.
Right.
You got gas, maintenance of the vehicles the kids need. So all this toilet paper, toothpaste, food and refrigerator,
Mm-hmm.
that don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing.
Right.
So now that's things become weaponized, and as a man, we sit there and look like, why is he tripping?
Yeah. And so you're saying weaponized. And so for those that are not thinking in that window, what can you explain that? How do you feel like it's being weaponized?
Weaponizing is using probably my vulnerability,
Mm-hmm.
or using what I say could be done,
Mm-hmm.
and I come up short and can't do it at that time. Is brought back to me as
Mm-hmm.
negative.
As negative. Right.
You
Even though
know,
this is just something that is happening at this
at
moment.
this
Any other
moment,
time I'm able to produce these things
right,
without a problem.
right, and then some women get impatient. If they have a relationship with their father, they call their father, "Daddy, can I get?" Or
Right.
they call their mama, "Mama, can I get?" Or whatever relationship they have, "Can I get this 200? Can I get?" Because he. It's always a narrative coming to the man negatively when he says no, not right now.
Right.
We can do this,
Mm-hmm.
but not right now. I don't have that right now. So now you want me to go rob a bank, want me to go rob some people, you saying you want me to go
Yes.
take some so you can be provided for, and then you're still not gonna be happy.
Yeah, because if I go put myself in these losing situations,
Right.
because those are temporary wins,
Wins.
and because it's a temporary win, what a negative outcome can come from that, and I get arrested, I'm unable to do this, that, and other. So if I told you to wait till another week or so, and
Hmm.
this us waiting another week or so is not gonna stop this thing from moving.
Not at
You know what I'm
all.
saying? And so because you want me to make this happen now, I jeopardize everything for
Every,
us trying to make this happen right
right.
now for you.
Payday loans.
Yeah.
We can talk about that. Borrowing from partners. You
Hmm.
see what I'm saying? And I've been in all the situations, all of them. Did it make me feel less than a man? No. The only thing that made me feel less than a man is the pressure of the weaponization of me trying to get what you
Hmm.
want done.
And so, um, trying to make sure you provide for whomever, your
Hmm.
children, the obligations you have at work, things for your business, things just for you, your day to
Hmm.
day. And with all of that taking place, and you're making these commitments, because once you buy a car, you committed to paying that car note.
Right.
Once you get in a relationship, you committed to being there in
Right.
whatever way. And
Whatever.
that's what people understand. If I call you my friend, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband, my wife, I'm saying these things, I'm stamping that I'm gonna be here to provide
Right.
certain things. And it don't always have to be monetary, but I'm
Right.
going to give something. And because I committed to giving these things, it's our job to come up with a bridge. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I do feel like these things should happen for you,
Right.
but I also feel like these things should happen for me. So do you feel like with the things you made commitments to, you were able to communicate those contracts ahead of time? Or do you feel like it's something that as it went along, you thought it would be able to come up?
Nah, that's a red flag. It was communicated before,
Hmm.
but once again, not being listened to and not being heard. You know what I'm saying? We respect with a man is I ain't gonna say the ultimate, but it is a solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How you talk to me, how you treat me, all this.
yeah,
You know, respecting these situations that actually, cause we got see the thing is, a woman does not think that men have or a man has an intuition also.
yes, that's the truth. I've experienced it personally. A man's
Yeah, we have
intuition.
intuition, but guess what? It's not heard and it's not respected
Yeah.
because my intuition is bigger than yours.
Okay.
Intuition is intuition.
Yeah.
God's voice in your ear is God's voice
Yeah.
in your ear.
Him talking to you is him
That's
talking to you for sure, regardless of who you are or what's going on.
right.
Yeah.
And you saying your cheating is bigger, my cheating is bigger than your cheating. You see what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
comparison thing. All I did was go to dinner with him, and then we had a couple of drinks, and then felt each other up. Let's say all I did was receive a text message,
Yeah.
and you want to kick me out, fight on me, and all this. It wouldn't a text message,
Hmm.
opposed to you actually dressing your. To look at the time,
Yeah.
dressing yourself up, putting on this, putting on that. Meet conversation had to be more. But I received a text message out of nowhere from
Yeah.
somebody I ain't talked to in
God knows when.
God knows when. One text me, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you effing the, oh, you cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, you, hey man, I ain't talked to this person since we got together.
Man.
This was the one you wanted me to cut off, and I cut off, and you see no name in here.
Yeah.
But your intuition saying it's her.
And so, do you feel like that's really intuition, or do you feel like that's more of like a guilty
Guilt.
conscience? Yeah.
I believe let's just be we grown up. Let's I'm not gonna accuse you of anything unless I'm doing something because I want to check my doings
Hmm.
against your doings.
Check the temperature.
I
See where we at.
see where we at.
Yeah.
Oh, who is that on the phone? Say, my brother?
Hmm.
Oh, that's your brother, huh? But you got 3, 4, 5 phones and you sleeping with them, sleeping on them hot.
Yeah.
And I okay, your phone is your privacy. They came out
Hmm.
with a law with that and everything. I keeps it player. I'm not going through your phone. I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah.
But your action,
Hmm.
your certain sways,
Hmm.
your certain language.
Yeah, like you say, it's important for things to be in alignment,
Right.
and I feel like listening to your answers from that and me understanding my own situations that
Mhm.
I have worked through
Right.
or things I saw other people work through and conversations I have because these are conversations that are real, y'all. And I'm never gonna harp on relationships
Mhm.
because that's not what my podcast is about. But
Mhm.
when we touch up on on the problems or issues
It's
or
the
struggles
journey.
that
It's
people
the
go
mental
through,
health
it's a part of your
journey.
journey
Right.
to be safe mentally, emotionally, and physically in any relationship you in. If that's your marriage, like I say, your friendships, your family, your business, any relationship you are in or a part of,
Hmm.
you need to feel safe. And
And
especially in your
it's
marriage,
too
it's
much
way too
getting
much.
swept under the rug.
Yeah,
It's
way
too
too
much
much.
getting pushed to the side.
Yeah.
It's too much from male and female perspective. And this coming from 75-year-old, 70. I have all levels and different colors of
Yes, the
men I
conversations. Hmm.
conversations. Um, no one wants to have quote unquote the hard conversations because no one's feelings
Hmm.
and emotions want to be hurt. But how can you grow? How can we get understanding? Have we actually came to the end of the road and it's really just time to say For real.
Look, that's what they always say: iron sharpens iron, but nobody willing to get in the fire.
Nobody don't want to get in the fire. Okay, why as a man I have to take the grunt of your mistakes and move out of my home and get penalized on all these deals from your mistake?
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Or why, when I'm asking you a question and I just want you say you want to be real, let's be real, let's have a hard conversation, but you deflect.
right.
Or I know you doing this. What am I doing? I'm going to work, I'm coming home, I'm dealing with this, I'm cleaning up behind that, I'm paying for this,
Yeah.
I'm giving the best that I can give, and guess what? That best is not good enough.
Okay. And
Your all from as is not good enough.
your all can't be your all, is what
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying.
that's that's how it's brought to us.
Yeah.
And I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't speaking for all men. I'm speaking for a certain percentage. But if you feel it, you feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And we,
saying?
we always say this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Jess Talks and Busting Up Podcast is not to pinpoint on
Mm-mm.
men is wrong, women
When
is
is wrong?
wrong,
Nah.
kids is wrong. What we saying is we are
Let's
all human.
open up the conversation.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. Let's open up the conversation with your spouse, with your boyfriend, or girlfriend, with your friends. You know, it was a point where I was married and married and had a partner, a female, a
Yeah.
girlfriend, you know, a
Right. All the
mistress.
things. Yeah.
And guess what? It was all the same from every last one of
Yeah.
them.
It was always an
It
issue.
was
Nobody
all
was satisfied. Yeah.
nobody. And I'm like, okay, if ain't nobody satisfied, why are you still here? Because I'm fit to burn out.
Right.
Don't chase me.
At
Don't
this
call me.
point,
At
right,
this
is
point, I'm
that.
just done
Yeah.
because it seemed like they was all on the same plane.
Mm-hmm. Like they having meetings without
Man,
you.
for
They
real.
having the meetings
They
without
having
you.
a meeting. And then when I walk in, they,
Right. There you go.
they checking each other notes. And you know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. But even dealing with one person, being in one relationship, solid relationship, one marriage, one the communication from a man is simple, and what we ask for is simple.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. So simplicity looks different to everybody.
Everybody.
And some males think some things are more simple than other males, and some females think that things are more simple.
Right.
So, and I'm always speak for Jess. Like I tell y'all, I can't say what building towards in my life and in my relationships. I have always looked at the other's person thought process.
Mm.
I'm always like, okay, well, I could have said this better.
Mm.
And people be like, man, why you do that? I say, well, I just feel like just like I want somebody to respect my viewpoint, I need to respect theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not perfect. It's plenty of times I feel like, somebody may have took something the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's usually what happens with me
The
because I
conveyance.
say things bluntly most of
Right.
the times. And so people like, man, you just said it. Well, I mean, I did just say it, but I'm not saying it to harm you.
Now
I'm
let's not
saying it
say people.
because
Let's say
that's
the
my
male. The male is
the
like,
the male will
yeah.
say, oh, you ain't care nothing about how I felt. And my thing is, when you say whatever you're saying to me, you saying how you feel about this situation. That's all I'm doing.
In that moment.
Now, how you received it, that's not in my control. All I can tell you is how I'm feeling about
Right.
this. Now, I'm not gonna never downplay and say you shouldn't be hurt by what I said to a male. But what I'm telling you is this how I feel about
Mm-hmm.
what you asked me or whatever
My
situation
my
took place.
response or my
Yeah, this is my
conveyance.
this is my response.
Right.
So do it make it right? Of course not. Do it make it wrong? Not really, because that is how I feel with the information I'm giving. This is how I feel right now.
Right. Because
So
I can say this, right? For men, all men, I gotta speak for all men. If we're given what we're asked for, and we're treated in a, like they say, hey king, you treated like an actual king, and with respect behind that, and everything is falling in line, don't you know that man will go out every day and bring the world back to your feet
come on.
every day?
Okay.
No questions, no, because the
In
motivation is
most cases.
in most cases, but the motivation is there.
Yeah.
to do that for whom we say we love.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Um, Seeing me and treating me away.
Mm-hmm.
You think I don't want my head rubbed? You think I don't want my shoulders rubbed? You think I
Yeah.
don't want my leg rubbed? You think I don't want my temples rubbed? You think I don't want the same massage treatment that you asked for?
Right. Okay. I get that for
You think
sure.
you think I'm yes, I'm manly, but hey, we could sit down in a bubble bath together and
Right.
chop it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can rub each other's feet and chop it up. We could cook for each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And have grown up conversation without being
Man,
offended.
without being offended. It's I mean, it's a real thing, but it's not always easy if I don't have those tools. If I don't have those tools and I didn't know that and again, y'all, I'm not gonna say this is right for everybody,
Mhm.
but if I'm someone that hadn't taken the time or you didn't share something with me, I'm not sure how to do these things for you, if that makes sense.
But that's when the
And so,
question comes across.
yeah,
Hey, baby, uh, I've never been down this road before, or I've never done this before. Do do research, or let's talk about and see what can we do for each other.
yeah,
You know, or how can I do this for you, right? Because the biggest thing is, let's just say sex.
okay,
Let's just sex. Um, joke. Hey, tonight that was on.
mm-hmm,
That's what I'm talking about right there, girl. That was on.
yeah, you did your
You
thing,
did your thing.
yeah,
Other times, like,
you weren't
hey,
out here
we
today,
wasn't here today. Where we at? You know, or I didn't perform
mm-hmm,
as you had in mind for me to
right,
perform. You know, baby, you went a little limp on me early.
right,
Oh, baby, I because both of us have to fight through things in our mind
yeah,
to get to that point
yeah,
to please each other. And that's not respected.
mm-hmm,
You see what I'm saying? We're not respecting each other on an even plane when
yeah,
you like to get uh your cat licked and purred on and sucked on and everything. We like to get some esophagus, you
right.
know,
So it's just the different. Just because I didn't perform in this way this
in that
time,
moment.
that don't mean that I'm unable to do it. That just means respect me enough to
Right.
communicate with me about it so I can fix this or we can
Instead
fix
of
it together.
compounding
Yeah.
when you get upset with me
Right.
in an argument and
Now I'm
it
the worst
come,
thing ever. Yeah.
yeah, like I make you laugh. Remember Kevin Hart had the joke sitting at the table, him and his
Oh
girl
yeah,
sitting at the
yeah.
table. They get into an argument,
Yes.
and this girl said, "At least I don't eat ass."
Right.
And he said, "Now he's sitting down
With the
with the
eyes
eat
rolled.
ass, I eat ass face." Then looking at everybody, said, "I just did that one time.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be between us."
Between us. That's funny.
You see what I'm saying? It's moments like that that could destroy and
Everything.
crumble something that's real live.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but if I have a issue or a problem, like I said, it's a communication thing.
Yeah.
We have to look at, okay, we grew up broken homes, some two parent, one parent, grandma, auntie
Mm-hmm.
growing up, like that. So we really, some of us never have really seen what a proper female male relationship and communication and respect could be.
And so to my that you just made a point because at the end of the day, if I've never seen a woman be affectionate and loving and accountable for things I've done to this person or around this person that could have harmed them,
Mm,
if I didn't see this, I don't know this is something I'm supposed to do. And
mm,
so if I don't know this is something I'm supposed to do, and we haven't talked about that in itself, because that's the thing, we can communicate all day, but what we're not doing is having direct conversations about direct things. And
things.
so
I'm
if
glad you
if
said that.
you want me to cater to you in this area, I'm unaware of this.
Mm.
Honestly, I really am. Just because I like that, that don't mean you like that. Because you made a good point. Just like you want a bubble bath, I want a bubble bath. But some guys don't like no bubble bath, so I don't want to just assume this is something
But
you'll
that's the
enjoy.
direct communication of
Yeah,
asking. What's wrong with a question?
yeah.
We, we things are so sensitive and so taken out of order for something real simple, and it get blown up to it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All extra energy is nothing. Simple question. Hey baby, have you ever taken a bubble bath before?
Right.
Yay or nay?
Mm-hmm.
Baby, have you ever got your feet rubbed before? Besides going to the nail shop, or
Right. Yeah.
nah, baby, I ain't never. Now it's building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this that. Hey, baby, have you ever got a full body massage for? Nah, baby, I ain't never experienced that.
Right.
I don't know what it is. What? Okay, now information is coming out, so it can be information to gain.
And so, but from a woman's viewpoint, you're comfortable with that conversation. You are as a man. It's so many other men that don't receive those questions well. So because that's what I'm trying to say, it's
Right,
full
right,
circle.
right.
So if I've never been in a safe space with a man to ask questions, period. Because some guys, any kind of question you ask them, they act like you're trying to kill them.
And
I'm being
some
for
and
real.
some, but could
And
you? We
so
have that percentage. It's
yes,
that percentage. Yeah,
but because you are somebody that welcomes conversation
conversation.
in that way, you're a safe space. But I don't know this. Even if I've been with you all these years, I still have not been in a place personally where I feel safe to do this. And I haven't shared that with you. So you don't even know I don't feel comfortable asking questions. And
Because
so what do you
at some point in time in a relationship, um, we get distracted with everything going on around us and stop growing together. If we ever started growing together,
if we ever was really together?
together,
Because we can be in a said relationship verbally. Okay, we're together. This what we're doing, but we've never done nothing together,
right?
except for if we're going to do this with this
Functions
person.
and,
Yes,
and
and so
invitations and
invitations, and so if I'm not going to a family event, if I'm going to one of my friends, I might not even invite you at all,
right,
or if I'm somebody that I just love my family, I'm going to this family event. I didn't even consider asking you at
asking,
all because this is my family event. Not thinking, okay, we're together, even if we're not married yet,
right,
we're in a serious relationship where we're supposed to be sharing our life with
right,
each other to see if we
right,
are going to be anything else besides what we are.
or right.
And so in that aspect, and my commitments to whomever, like we said, whatever the relationship
It is
is, where do you help a person understand that this is a safe space in your opinion in your relationships that you have worked through?
to be honest and truthful. Some people just don't have an understanding.
Okay.
Some just don't want to understand. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
just don't want to receive nothing. It's just this how I grew up. This is what I know,
Right.
or whatever mindset they're in. This is all it is.
Yeah.
So how could we grow? Because from a man's perspective, our perspective, right? Growth is not just some men on financial, but it's not just that. If we want to click on all cylinders.
All of them.
You know what I'm saying? Let's leave
Out the
money.
blocks.
Let's leave money out of it.
Yeah.
Let's leave worldly possessions. Let's leave the house, all that. Let's clothes, let's leave all
Because
that.
those are exterior
That's
things.
exterior. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the eternal, internal,
Mm-hmm.
and eternal.
That.
You see,
Yeah.
if we want to click on all cylinders, we actually have to continuation of learning each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, once again, I'm asking for something simple. Hey, baby, how you feel about fixing a meal 2 days a week?
Okay.
How
It's
you
a real
feel?
question.
How you feel about just cooking 2 days a week? Or, like I was told, they don't like my cooking. They only like
Okay.
one special dish that I cook,
Right.
and they'll tear it up. But you
Yeah.
like my barbecue. You like how I get on that pit.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else,
Yeah.
We don't want you touching the kitchen.
Right.
Because it got to come a point in time. Get tired of DoorDash. You get tired of Uber Eats.
Yeah.
We need
Baby, I
some.
can't fool with it.
Get tired of going out to eat. Look
Yeah.
at all the money and fees and all that when
So,
you could just
your
put that to
girls
the.
gonna cook over here because I ain't got
That's
time.
see what I'm saying? And then it's not even that hard. I like turkey.
Yeah.
I like Swiss cheese. I like a certain lettuce. I
Hmm.
like a certain chip.
Have those things available. Yeah. I ain't even
Because
saying you got to be the one to prepare, but at least have it there so I
availability,
could get.
because
Yeah.
you want to be treated the same way.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the availability of the things that I like should reflect the availability of the things you like.
Right. It should be
Simple.
reciprocal.
It is a reciprocal all
Yeah.
the way around. Simple.
And I love that you said that because so many people, and again we're gonna stick on the men, so
Mm.
many men feel like you said, that my views and my thoughts and my feelings are not valued.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be vulnerable with you, so why would I even, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
some guys don't even verbalize as much as you have. Some guys will sit there
Suffering in
just
silence.
suffering in silence. And I have watched so many men that I love and care about, friends, family,
Uncles.
co-workers, uncles, like just watching them be in these relationships that they have put these women on pedestals. And I know nobody's perfect. So they
Mm-hmm.
have all been through their things and did those things or whatever, because you don't know what you have done to trigger your partner in a way
Right.
that make them feel like, forget him.
Right.
I'm gonna let him do these things and this, and I'm done
Right.
with it. But it all comes back full circle, because at the end of the day, regardless if I did everything right, if I'm a man, or if I did everything wrong, like you said earlier, you decided to stay with me. So
Mm-hmm.
since you decided to stay with me, you need to treat me accordingly. And if you're not gonna treat me accordingly, then what are we doing?
Doing.
And I feel like that's the hard conversation that nobody wants to have.
Right. That is.
Just because we have been married this long, or we
Right.
have been engaged,
Right.
girlfriend and boyfriend, even the situations,
You
it's
get
still,
comfortable.
you
Yeah.
get comfortable, and I'm used to this person,
Right.
and my family know this person. I don't want to be introducing, reintroducing.
Right.
I don't want to be learning nobody else.
Else. Right.
All of these things.
But you can see that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You could be somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
If you're growing,
Yeah.
which you do
Which
grow,
everybody grow every day,
every
in a negative or positive
positive
way. You're
way,
gonna grow. Yeah.
why we can not respect each other or in growing? Because from a man perspective, you anything the woman want to be respected on everything.
Right.
I mean that on everything,
All things.
all things,
Yeah.
right? But why I cannot be respected on my stance of all things?
Mm.
Also, the reciprocal is not there, and we're not growing. Them the different wedges
Yeah.
that comes in, and that's when you find I sleep in this bedroom, you sleep in there. We
Mm-hmm.
still be in the house, but why you not touching me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why we're not in there? I come to give you a kiss and you
Mm-hmm.
move your head.
Yeah.
Why when I hug you just
Or we somewhere that, and that kind of stuff can be very embarrassing as well, because somebody's always watching, y'all.
right
Remember that somebody's always watching.
watching.
And like they say, the snakes ain't even in the grass no more. They
Nah,
walk
they
around
they
shaking your
shaking
head.
hands.
So it's
But it's
just,
our fault. I ain't
yeah.
mean to cut you off, but
No,
it's
you
our
good.
fault because we're so inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Male and female, we are inconsistent.
We're just giving it away,
Not only
literally.
giving it away, it's just wide open, but we inconsistent of self-discipline
Mm-hmm.
and following through on what we really said
Yeah.
or say that we want or need to be treated by the other person.
So how can I work through and stay committed to the commitment I made if you make me question the commitment that I made?
Question the commitment then.
Yeah.
Question that.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. Question that. Okay, we said we doing this, we committed to do this. Hey, cause don't we tell our kids you falling off and try to
Talking
bring them
about
back
look
on
at.
track?
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
why we can't do that with each other.
Yeah. We should. We
You
should be
should be
able
able
to.
to do that.
But it's not always a safe space, and that's the sad
That's
part.
what I'm saying is
Look, So
Hey, boy.
y'all, this was good, and it looked
Might
like
be a part
we
three.
gonna look like we're gonna have to do part three
Yeah.
because we only got the two questions.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but as always, y'all, we love y'all. We
Yes.
apologize we got started a little late today, but as always, it's Jess and Jess Talks. I love y'all. Love on those that love on you. Whoever don't, keep me in your prayers because there's nothing you can do about it. It is Jess and Jess Talks, and this was episode 81.
81 AGD feed busting us podcast. We was busting some nuts a little bit. I don't know if you really busted it, but
Right,
we
come on.
busted it. We still got some more to bust.
That's it.
And check us on out. Love all y'all. Thank y'all. Thank everyone for tuning in. KERB online.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Just Talks.
No, let's go.
Let's
Busted
go.
nuts.
Busted Nuts podcast, baby. Coming, and coming soon.
That part.
That part.
All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. This Jess. And see y'all next Saturday.
Next Saturday, 4 to 5 p.m. Tune in and tell somebody